Hey guys, how are we doing? So, quick question for you. How are you feeling? Are you suffering with stress? Are you suffering with sleep deprivation? Are you suffering with just no energy? You know, all these kind of things that you may experience, I've got an answer for you. And it's something I've been trying now for quite a few months. I've got to say, I'm absolutely delighted with it. This here is called Zingify. And it's a Korean red ginseng. It's a natural product. They sent me this product and said, Trev, look, we've been watching your channel. We know that you suffer with high blood pressure, we suffer with stress, erectile dysfunction, all these kind of things. My body's just running down, my liver, I'm drinking so much. I said, just try this out and see what you think. So I thought, well, listen, nothing ventured, nothing gained. So I did. They sent me over the product, and this product here is really, really good. I've got to say, it comes in a nice packaging. Inside there, all the information that you need. And what's more important, and I'm amazed at this when I just have to open this, is one thing that is, and it's the attention to detail, is, let me just bring this out for you. Look at this, the quality, and I know it sounds silly, but look at the quality of the air absorber. Just it's so a small attention to detail. Now I take 2 tablets. I take 2 tablets every day. These are the tablets here. I take those every day. And I've got to say, at the beginning, I thought, no, it's not really going to do a lot. Let's just see, you know, it's probably one of those things. But I've got to be honest with you, I'm on this now for the rest of my life. This is fantastic. I've looked at my blood pressure results. I've looked at my stress, how I feel. Everything's just gone brilliantly. The blood pressure's come way, way down now. I've got more energy. I feel more energized. And the first month, when I took it, the first month, 0 effects, very nothing at all, which is, to be fair, because they do say it's got to get absorbed into your body system first. It needs to be in your body on a regular basis, day to day. The second month, it was slightly noticeable. I started to get a bit more feeling, thinking, oh, you know, actually, I'm not quite so tired now. And my blood pressure, I was checking my blood pressure, it was gradually coming down. Not a lot, but gradually coming down. But month 3, wow, what a difference. My blood pressure now is way, way down. It's almost normal. My energy levels are great. I feel good. I don't feel stressed. I don't feel my head's cloudy all the time. I feel quite normal. And all I'll say to you guys is, if you are thinking of taking something to help you improve your body, this, in my answer, this is what I will be on. Now, the good news is, if you use the link, there's a link down below, buzzing. If you click that, you will get 20% off your first order. Guys, if you're coming into the lounge, you're more than welcome to come up and talk to me about this. You know, this isn't a sales pitch. This is something I use every single day and have done now for 5-6 months. So it's not a sales pitch. I'm just sharing this with you. They sent this to me. To be honest with you, at the beginning, I think, nah, that's just another gimmick. But this stuff is the genuine thing. It really is very, very good. And like I say, if you just mention buzzing, you get on your link. I'll put the link down below. You get 20% off your order, your first order. So guys, if it's something for you, I recommend it. Hey guys, how we doing? Welcome to today's video here on Buzzing Pattaya. And today I want to cover a topic about what it's really like, and I do mean really like, living with a Thai woman. Because you know, a lot of guys come out here, you know, they perceive this as living the dream. They want to come out here to live forever. Ultimately, you know, many guys fall in love, and you know, they think to themselves, that's it, I want to get married and I come out here and live happily ever after. So I want to share with you what it's really like to live with a Thai woman. Now listen, this is not a derogatory video. I'm not pulling the Thai ladies apart. They are beautiful, wonderful people. I love them. I've been married for 7 years myself. I've lived here for 11 years, so I'm not putting them apart. I just want to show you things that you may or may not appreciate if you're in a long-term relationship. I'm also going to follow this video up with another one later on in a few more days about all the good things, about all the nice things, the really things that you don't expect. Like, wow, this is amazing. So before we get started, guys, if you haven't, please join us on kick.com/Buzzing Pattaya. It's an unfiltered, uncensored video, so have a look on there, guys. Likewise, if you'd like to receive our monthly newsletter, Bo puts together, it's a fantastic read. There's lots of information about what's been happening, what's coming up, etc. So have a look at that, guys. Just send an email, 247pattaya@gmail.com. There's no need to put any text there, just put in the heading newsletter and you'll get added to our monthly newsletter. And likewise, if you are looking for a product to really help benefit your body, your mind, have a look at the link down below for Zingify. I've been using it myself now personally for months and months and months. The results have been amazing and I'm really pleased with those. So have a look at that, guys. Right, so let's get into it. Don't worry, not look at me. There'll be loads of overlays while I'm talking away. So you've met the love of your life and now you want to come over here and live happily ever after. So what are some of the things that you may or may not experience when you come out here? So I've got 10 to go through. So number 1 is decision making. Now you might be in a relationship back home where you're used to saying to the missus, look, love, should we go out and do this? She's, no, I don't want to do that, or I'm not going to do this. You know, at the end of the day, it's quite a reciprocal relationship in general. Out here, Thai women are very different, and they will always come at you and say, up to you. Because what they don't want to do is to say yes, and then you go out and you don't have an enjoyable time. It's a negative experience, because then she will take that to heart. She will feel that she's to blame, that she's wasted your money and your time and your effort going out to see these places. Even if she deep down wants to go, most of the Thai ladies will just say, up to you. And it might drive you nuts, because sometimes you just want that little nudge, that little edge to say, yes, come on then, let's do it. You think, right, okay, brilliant, let's go. So don't get disheartened, guys. Don't think to yourself, why oh why will she not make a decision? The reason being is that she does not want to upset you and does not want to disappoint you if she says, oh, I want to go there, and you go there and you think, oh my Lord, this is boring. So, you know, just be aware about that. You know, there are nice things to go and do, temples, etc. Go and see some of the beautiful places around in Thailand, some amazing places here. Even with the temples, you know, I'm not religious at all, but I've got to say, when I visit the temples, I look at them in awe. I'm like, wow, just look at the architecture, the buildings, etc. You've got all the islands. There's so much to see and do. So when you are saying to her, would you like to go out and do this? And she says, up to you. Don't worry, guys. It's not a reflection on you. It's just a case of she doesn't want you to have a negative time. Money. Now, you might be thinking, what's going on here? Now, depending on the kind of lady that you're with, for instance, my wife is absolutely the Scroogest of Scrooge I've ever known. She will not spend a single baht more than what she has to. She hoards it. It's crazy. Even keeping hold of the little tiny coins that we call satang. So when you are with a woman, you know, on holiday it's different. When you come out here, yeah, you'll spend. But when you're living with a Thai lady, a lot of the Thai ladies are very complimentous about the money or you're spending. They like you to keep hold of it. They don't want you to waste it. They're often say, oh no, I can go down there and get it for 5 baht cheaper. Whereas you're sitting there thinking, honestly, sweet cheeks, I don't care. You know what I mean? Just, it doesn't matter. But it does matter to them. They like to keep hold of their money. Remember, you're probably embracing into a relationship with a lady that's maybe not ever had quite a lot of money. So if you are wealthy and you are splashing the cash around, it might unsettle her slightly. So just don't be offended if she says, oh, no, I don't want that. You know, you might say to her, oh, that looks nice. Would you like that? No. And you're thinking, why don't you want that? It's simply because they just don't want to spend your money, particularly if you're in a long-term relationship. Of course, if you're a 2-week millionaire, it's going to be yes. But if you're living out here and you're in a long-term relationship, Thai women will be very scrupulous with the amount of money you spend. Maybe they're thinking that when you pop your clogs, you'll have spent too much money on them, so they can wait until you do pop your clogs, and then they've got a bigger bank account to go and run through. Sleeping. Yes, we all know that Thai people have an abundance of abilities of being able to sleep. Some of them I know can sleep stood up. It's incredible. You know, it is a nice part of the culture. They are very chilled out. They are very relaxed. But you will be quite surprised to find how many times that a Thai lady will nod off and will happily just go and lay down in a hammock somewhere, or even lay on the floor, on the sofa, you know, all these kind of places, and they'll just nod off. It's like there's an on-off button. 1 minute you're talking to her, the next minute you turn around and she's fast asleep. You think, oh, hang on, it's 10 o'clock in the morning, you can't be tired. But they do. They enjoy their sleep. And I've got to be honest with you, it's something that's gradually sort of worked its way into my life. I do like an occasional nap when I can. I don't get many opportunities, but when I can. And certainly when I go back up home and I relax, I do have an afternoon nap. I'll go back home, we'll do our stuff in the morning. Then I'll go back and I'll lay on the sunbed outside in the garden and I'll have a nap for an hour. So, you know, be prepared, guys. It's not something that they're doing because they're bored. It just seems to be an inbuilt system where the Thai ladies just like to sleep. Well, Thai people in general, but Thai ladies do like their kip. They do like their sleep. And you will need a crowbar to get her out of bed in the morning to get them up and awake, because normally, you know, they're just, well, there's nothing to get up for. It's different if you've got children, then the children got to go to school. But in general, that's what you're going to find with sleeping. Eating. Right, eating. Now, I still, even to this day, sometimes I find it hard. Like, I'll say to the wife, do you want to go out for food tonight? No, I'll cook. Well, I'd like to go out. No, I'll cook. And you think, can we just go out for a meal and like treat the family? Let's go out and we'll have a meal. No, I like cooking. So, you know, with regards to eating, don't be offended if you want to try and take her out to these nice restaurants and places that you want to go to if sometimes she declines. It's nothing a bad thing. It's not any disrespect to you. It's just Thai women, they like to please you. And this is what I'll cover in another video when I do the really good things about living with a Thai lady. So when she's cooked food, and you eat it and then you say, oh, this is delicious, that makes her world. That makes her days. You know, she's like, I'm now taking care of my guy. I've made him some food. He loves it. big tick in the green box. Happy days. I'm happy with that. Regarding the Thai ladies, don't be offended when you're sat there having food if she sits on the floor. It's quite common, I'll sit at the dinner table, I'll have my food, and quite often Mo and the kids will sit on the floor in front of the TV and they'll eat off the floor. Not off the floor, but they'll sit on the floor. So don't be offended by that. It's just their nature, their culture. Don't forget, if you've not been up to the villages, if you've not, it's very rare you walk into a Thai village and you go to the mum and dad's house, they've got a dining table and chairs. Very rare. At the end of the day, they just make use of the little bamboo tables, etc., or the chairs, or sit on the floor, etc. So don't be offended, guys. Regarding eating, Thai people in general like to graze. They will eat small but very, very often. Whereas a foreigner, myself, we're used to 3 meals a day or 2 meals a day, whatever it is that works for you. But we're very much set in our ways to say, right, no, morning it's breakfast, afternoon it's lunch, evening it's dinner. In Thai people, they like to eat very little but very, very often. They'll have snacks. So just bear that in mind, guys, when you are talking about food, that it's not a set routine. And likewise, when you get your food, don't be offended if a fork or a spoon comes winging into your food and you think, what's going on there? And they love sharing. They love sharing food. It's a culture that took me 3-4 years to get my head around. But now I embrace it, I understand it, and it's okay, no dramas, I could do that. But beforehand, when they're sticking their fork in my food and nicking my food, I'm like, well, hold on, your food's over there. What are you taking mine? It's just sharing, it's caring. So don't be offended when that happens. As I mentioned earlier, sitting on the floor. When you do go around, when you go and visit friends, or she'll say to you, let's go and see there, invariably, if you are a foreigner, they will try and find a chair for you to sit in because they appreciate not many of us can sit on the floor for long periods of time. Even being out here, the length of time I've been here, I can sustain probably now an hour on the floor. But after an hour, I am getting a bit creaky. I'm getting old as well. So, the chair's a welcome sight. But remember, guys, when you do go around, especially, I'm not talking about here in the city. I'm talking about when you go back to village life, when you are away. A lot of the homes won't have chairs. They'll quite happily just sit on the floor, no dramas whatsoever, and just take it as it comes. So don't be worried when you go out and you think, well, hang on, where's all the furniture? That's going to be the norm. So practice your cross-legged sitting if you're going to head up to the villages. My favourite one, timekeeping. As a Westerner, we are drilled into us. You can't be late for work. If you're meeting someone, you meet them, you're there on time or early. Particularly if you're in the forces, as myself as an ex-squaddy, the word late doesn't exist in our vocabulary. So when you come out here, if you say to somebody, I'll meet you at 9, and they arrive at 9:59 and 59 seconds, that's still 9 in their world. So again, it's something you're going to need to think about and just adjust to. So particularly if you're a very prompt person and you don't like being late. If I want to go out with my wife and the kids, I'll always, and she kind of like cottons onto it now, but I always tell her an hour earlier. So I'll say to her, right, I want to be in town for 10 o'clock. And she'll say, okay. And I know really that's probably me 10:30, 11:15, when really I want to leave at 11. So I'm kind of like nudging her into my world, but without her realising, I think she's ahead of the game anyway. But the point being is if you are someone that's rigid on timekeeping, and it is something that really rattles your cage if people are late, guys, you need to readjust. You need to think on that side because lateness is normal here. It's just part and package of your daily routine, and it's just the way it is. So don't let that rattle your cage. Silent treatment. Now this, I've been chatting to a lot of people and it seems a very common theme. And guys, if you're watching this and you have a relationship with your wife, or your girlfriend, please, share your comments down below. And guys, if people do comment, don't start jumping on each other, because if you start having a go at someone saying, oh, you're a muppet, letting her do this, well, I'll just take you out of the channel, guys. Let's keep it nice and friendly. But the point being is silent treatment. If you have upset her, or there's something that's playing on her mind that she's not happy with, they will give you the silent treatment, and they are absolutely amazing at it. They can do it like it's a degree level of silenceness. Jealousy, they can get jealous. Thai ladies can get very jealous very quickly, especially if you've met her in the city here, because she's understanding, she's quite aware of what you're coming out here for, and why would that change just because now you're in a long-term relationship? Yes, it should change, but with Thai men, it's quite common, as they call them, for a gik or a mia noi. A mia noi is a girl on the side. A gik is a short-time friend. So it's quite normal. So what you've got to do, guys, is be very aware that if you are in that situation, the silent treatment It's going to take you a long time to get it out of them. They're not like just being confrontational. Whereas, you know, back home, if there's an issue, it's like, have that. That's what I'm not happy about, and let's get it over and done with and deal with it. The Thai ladies are very, very good at keeping the silent treatment going for, and they can do it for a long time. You know, I've upset Mo in the past, and you know, she's been silent with me for like 3 days, where all I'll get is just a yes or a no. And it's like, God damn, you know, it reminds me of my mum when I got my tattoos. But the point being is, you know, it is the way they are. They don't like having big explosive arguments in general. Yes, you know, if you're down in the city and there's alcohol involved, then, you know, you might be experiencing that situation. But generally speaking, remember, I'm talking about when you live long term with the Thai lady, they are very susceptible to giving you the silent treatment. Next one. Right, sweetheart, I fancy a day down on the beach. How'd you fancy it? Number one, they'll say up to you, but deep down underneath them, they'll be saying, I don't want to go. Thai people do not like the sun. And a lot of Thai people do not like the water, as in going in the sea. And the reason being is the sun is a status symbol. So for us, as a foreigner, if we come out on holiday and we go back all nice and tanned, when I walk back home into London, to England, people are like, flipping out, where have you been? You've been on holiday because you've got a lovely tan. And it's like, yeah, you know, I've been away. You know, I've had time to go on holiday. Out here, if a Thai lady has got brown skin, she is considered a farm girl, because they're outside in the sun, working all day in the sun, hence why their skin is a lot browner than office ladies. And that's why when you're riding around, if you do go up to the farms and to the villages, you'll see them with long sleeve shirts on, hats, scarves, neck scarves, everything. You're thinking, God, why are you walking around like that? It's boiling hot. It's because they just don't want brown skin. So for you to say to her, hey, sweetheart, let's go down to the beach for the day, or let's go over to the islands and sunbathe all day, many girls will not like it. And when they do go with you, you'll find them sat next to you in long jeans, long shirts with a hat, and you're thinking, geez, like, you've got to be boiling. But it's because it's a status symbol. Likewise, if they work in an office, then they've got white skin, meaning that they've got an education. They're not out on the farms all the time farming. They're in an office somewhere and doing their job. So that's why they have white skin. So don't be offended with that. Regarding the swimming, a lot of Thais can't swim. They swim like house bricks. So again, you know, be very, very aware of it. I once was when I was with Fon in my early years here, we had a 3-bedroom villa with a swimming pool, and one day she just went swimming, and suddenly I had to dive in and grab her because she was drowning. And luckily I was there for her. But they're not very good swimmers, and even worse in the sea, because obviously you've got the sea, you've got the currents, etc., the rocks where you stab your foot and suddenly you might go under the water. So again, if you are saying to let's go out in the ocean and swim together, don't be offended, don't be frustrated if she doesn't want to do it. It's simply because they're not very strong, not very confident swimmers, and that's the reason why. Right, the old beautiful hair. Yes, you're gonna be in a relationship with a hairball, and basically Thai hair just goes everywhere, and I mean everywhere. You know, in the showers, in the rooms, in the bed, on your sofas. You know, Thais, their hair is beautiful. I love, you know, one of the things I love about a Thai lady is they got this lovely, beautiful, long hair. You know, my wife's hair is down to the middle of her back now. It's further down, and probably her arse cheeks. Hopefully she'll sort that as she gets older, because, you know, by then her arse will be down by her kneecaps. I don't want it that long. But the point being is that their hair is beautiful, but they molt they shed their hair all the time. So you are going to be finding hair pretty much everywhere around your house. You know, you might be unlucky enough. Sometimes I've had it when I've been to restaurants here, and when I say a restaurant, I mean the street stands, and I've had the odd hair in my food. You know, it does happen, but it's just the nature of Thailand. It's the nature of the Thai people, their hair. The ladies here, they've got beautiful hair, but it is susceptible to coming out, and you will find it around you. So please be prepared, guys. Don't get upset about it. It's not their fault. It's just the DNA. But yeah, you are going to be experiencing hair, and more hair. Of course, unless you look like me, in which case it's not an issue. And lastly, this one I've got to say rattles my cage. It does rattle my cage. The last one is sickness and illness. One of the things that I find very frustrating, you probably would agree with me on this one, is that when a Thai person is ill, be it they've got a cough, a cold, a sniffle, whatever, and I'm talking about just normal, general, day-to-day illnesses that you and I would just brush aside and say, oh, sorry, I've got a cold, whatever, I'll just carry on. When they go to the pharmacies, unfortunately, they come out with a shopping bag full of medicines for this, medicine for that, medicine for that medicine, and the medicine for that medicine, and for that medicine. And you're like, in Jesus Christ. You know, sometimes Mo will have a sniffle, she'll go and see the doctor, and she'll come back with 6 packets of different medicines. I'm like, really? Are you serious? It is unfortunately just the way it is out here. You know, if you go into a pharmacy yourself, you might go in and think, right, okay, I've got a bit of a headache. And you'll come out with like 6 different packets of tablets. You're like, what is all that about? They seem very much drama queens, if I'm being honest. And it does not annoy me, but I just think to myself, is there a need for this amount of medicine for what's wrong? Is there really that amount of medicine required? You know, I've been in the army, and you know, many of you guys have been on the rigs, etc., whatever, in the army forces. You know, you get on with it. You grit your teeth, just get on with it. Obviously, if it's a big accident, it's a big illness, well, then that's different. But I'm talking about general stuff. You know, I've got a fever. They'll lay in the bed. They'll put the blanket on there, put the cold towel on there, laying there. Oh my Lord, oh my Lord. You know, giving it really what? Are you serious? You know, just get up. Come on, let's go out. No. I feel sick. I've got to go to the pharmacy, get 200 tablets, and then I'll be okay. So again, you know, it's something that does take a bit of getting used to. Even to this day, you know, I love my wife dearly, but she'll go to the pharmacy sometimes and I'm like, oh, here we go, watch this. And she'll come back with a shopping bag full of these different coloured tablets. It's like popping Smarties. And you think to yourself, oh, do you really need all that? So just be prepared. So there we are, guys. That's just a bit of an idea as to what to expect. So basically, decision making, remember, up to you. Pricing, that's too expensive. Sleeping, yes, I can sleep stood up. Eating, I'm going to eat and eat and eat and eat and eat. Sitting on the floor, get yourself prepared, guys. Timekeeping, late is late, and that's just the way it is. Silent treatment, yep, mum's the word. Sun, no thank you. Water, I swim like a house brick. Hair, yep, plenty unless you like me. And sickness, oh my Lord, the world's come apart. I need to have all this medicine. Right, so as I said earlier, please guys, you know, share your thoughts, share your experiences, and like I say, anybody that shares an experience, don't start berating them, guys. I'll just hook you out of the channel. There's no need for it. You know, we all live and learn by our mistakes. I've made plenty out here. You know, it's just the way it is. So don't please jump on each other's backs. All right, there we are. Thank you very much for watching, guys. As I say, I will do another video in a week or so's time, which is all about the lovely things about what you can expect if you do hook up with a Thai lady long term. And trust me, the good far outweighs the bad, 100%. So watch for this space. Okay, thank you very much for watching. As always, please remember to hit the subscribe button and also the bell icon if you'd like to be notified when I bring out a new video. As I mentioned earlier, jump onto kick.com/Buzzing Pattaya. It's a great unfiltered, uncensored platform. We have a great laugh on it, so have a look at that, guys. Likewise, if you'd like to receive our monthly newsletter, now please just send me an email, 247pattaya@gmail.com. Bo puts together a brilliant newsletter. Comes out at the end of every month. Just send me an email, just put in the header there, newsletter, that's it, and it'll be added to our system for you. If you'd like to find out about nightlife, join us on Instagram. Instagram's over 30,000 members in there. So come and join us over there, guys. It's totally free of charge. Give us a like and a follow. And I publish videos every day so you can see what's going on right here, right now. And as well as on TikTok. TikTok is our day-to-day living here in the city. We do random lives, we do random uploads, videos, etc. So have a look at TikTok, Buzzing Pattaya. And again, please, if you would, give us a like or a follow. Just helps us build our channel and build our momentum. If you'd like to support the channel, please become a member on Kick. If you do join us on Kick, please become a member on there, and that will gain you access to our members-only Discord area. And likewise, if you're not on Kick and you join us here on YouTube, again, I'll send you access that way. So let me know, guys. That'd be much appreciated for your support. And as I mentioned just now with Discord, if you haven't joined Discord, please join Discord. There's 23,000 members in it. It's completely free of charge. Doesn't cost you a single penny, but it's a great way of finding out what's going on right here, right now, as well as other bits and pieces that you can dig into and find out. All right, there we are. Thank you very much for watching, guys. As always, please, wherever you're in the world, stay safe.